What's up, guys? Welcome to vlog number 3. A couple updates from last time. Last time I was in Oklahoma doing my testing and training and all that. So now I'm back in Kansas. And a couple things have changed since then. So as you can tell, I got my trucker hat on and I get my trucker glasses on. Because it's official. Boy got his Class A. Somewhere up there. So don't mind the picture. But yeah, so I got my Class A. It's pretty nerve wracking, to be honest. The first time I took it, I actually failed, so it wasn't my fault that I failed, because the way Oklahoma taught me is a little different than how Kansas expects it to be done. I'm just talking about a little section of the test. We have to do like this called the air brakes test. I won't get too into it. I won't bore you guys with that. It's like a 3-step process where you have to do it in a certain order, and if you mess up that order, it's automatic failure for the whole test. And in Oklahoma, they taught me one way, and in Kansas, they wanted it done another way. So we figured that out, and then we talked about it, and then I actually showed her the book, and she's like, "Yeah, this is how they taught me." So yeah, that's wrong in Kansas. Read this book. So we figured all that out, and she was like, "You're doing really well before that, so come back tomorrow, and we can get you squared away. This is it's gonna be your second chance." So it's like, cool. I was a little disappointed, but I didn't get to me too much. Came back next day. It's a long drive up there. There's a town called Kobe. It's about hour 30 minutes away from where I'm at. But luckily, the company where I work for, they provided the truck and they drove up there. So we got there the next day. Same thing. A little nerve wracking. A little uneasy about the last time. So but took the test, passed that section, because I just made a little tweak to that step. Passed that, and then did my it's called a pre-trip. That's what you start with. You do an inspection around the truck. Check everything. Then you do your in cab, where you check your gauges and your functions, your safety equipment, and all that. Make sure everything works in the in cab. And then you do a what's called your skills test. So you do 3 backing skills. You do a straight back. Um, you do a parallel and an offset. So I won't get too into that either. But you have to do those. Um, I did run over one cone. I'll be honest with you. And it was really cold that day, and when I ran it over, the cone exploded. So I felt bad about that. But you do get some leeway in those skills tests. So like after that, I just kind of got the nerves out and kept going. But I passed my skills test, and after you do your skills test, you do driving. So you get in the truck, the instructor's in there with you, and then pretty much drive, around the course that they set up in the around the town. So we did that. Drove out. Hit a couple stop signs. We got on the freeway, and there's certain things you have to do for like railroad tracks or merging on. Of course you have to use your signal, check your mirrors, all that. But more so because you're in a truck. Um, and trucks speed up and slow down really slowly. So you gotta really check everything. Make sure you're not tailing a car too close. Um, but after once we got on the road, it got pretty easy. Can't even take myself serious with these on. It got pretty easy. I kind of got in my groove and started to relax. And it was a 10 speed, because that's what I learned in. Um, but so I was going through the gears. I grinded twice, but I recovered. It wasn't too bad. And then started to relax during the middle of that, and then we did like pretty much like a big circle, maybe about 5 miles or so, and pulled back in, and she said I passed. So I was pretty relieved when she told me that. So yeah, got my Class A, and pretty much legit now. I'm working for the company now. I have like my own truck, and we just deliver feed to the various pig farms, which the company owns. So it's like a tanker truck, but I mean it's a little shorter than what I learned in like those box trucks. Um, but it's pretty cool. I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun. Getting a lot of experience. And actually, I didn't know how lucrative trucking is till after. There's different ways of going about. Once you have your license, you can work for a company like I'm doing now. or you can make the big bucks. It's called doing on the road trucking. It's like you just haul freight or different things cross country to different states, and they can send you anywhere at any given time. But they pay really well. But it's just some options that I have that I've been considering after I'm done with this, because I have a contract with them for about a year, 13 months or so. So my plan for this isn't to be like a lifelong career. I got This is just like a stepping stone for me. So once I do this, get situated and I'm able to save some money. I wanna get too into my future plans. I'll probably do that in another video. But I want to move to Colorado and have some plans for me over there. But this is just a stepping stone in my life, and one of the things that kind of drove me to do this was my dad. He's a trucker, and he inspired me. He was in the back of my mind while I was in school and all that. And one of the things that really stuck in my head was one time he took me trucking with him, took me to his work, and it must have been maybe like 13, I want to say. And he woke me up, we made a lunch and everything, he put it in that little cooler, and then we drove to the lot where the truck was at. And I remember him starting it up and doing his pre-trip, make sure everything was cool. I remember climbing up there, I was like, damn, this thing's huge. And once we got rolling, I remember it was I want to say 10 speed, but it was just a lot of shifting. Probably a 10 speed. It was a dump truck, by the way. And I just remember him just shifting just like every 3 seconds, like I was like, damn, it's pretty cool. Never seen my dad in action like that. And that image kind of just stuck with my head. And you're just driving around and seeing all the trucks below you, just being above everybody. It was pretty cool. So that moment stuck in my head, and it kind of pushed me to do this. Kind of to pay homage to my dad. And so that's another reason I did it. So thank you, Pops, for kind of inspiring me to do this. So it's just like I said, it's just like a stepping stone in my life that I wanted to try out. I enjoy driving personally, just in general. I like just driving, so I don't mind all that. So I figured, why not become a professional driver and get paid to drive the big stuff. So let me see. So while since I'm a trucker, I think it's my duty to kind of give you guys a little PSA. Uh, being in a truck, you realize how much of a wide turn you have to do, and how long it takes to stop, and how long it takes to accelerate. So you have to take all that into consideration. I kind of brings me back when I was in California, seeing all those trucks out there. Like you see them, but you don't notice them. You know what I mean? When I was in Cali, like they're always in the way. They go slow, and they're just cumbersome. But now, being the driver of one, I just kind of have to tell you guys, to to give the truck the space. Like if you're on the freeway, don't hang out on the sides. Where the truck can't maybe see you. If you can, go past them, or be behind them on the sides. Don't be directly behind them, because more than likely they can't see you. Don't cut off the truck, because trucks cannot stop on a dime. It takes a while for a truck to stop. So if it's ever a situation where it's you versus the truck's gonna win 100% of the time. So give the truck space in the front and in the back. Also, when making turns, trucks make wide turns. I've already had a close call once. So like if you see a truck that's gonna make like a left turn or something, and you're pulling up to the stop sign or a light or something, give the truck like a car length, a space before you hit that line, just to be nice. It just makes everything a lot easier for everybody. So just do those things. Be nice. And then on the subject of that, I remember when I was a little kid. I don't know. I'm pretty sure you guys have done it too. Like you're on the freeway or you're on the street or something. You're like a little kid. And you see a truck come by. You do one of these. Tell him to honk his horn. So I actually got two of them in one day, and I didn't know how excited I was gonna get to get one of those. I just completely forgot about that. Having those moments like being on the freeway and you and your brothers or sisters are just like, yeah, honk the horn. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you do got it, you're just like excited and pumped. But it was cool. I got a couple kids did that. Like give me the signal. I was like, yeah, fuck it, why not? So I just honked the horn, and it felt really good just to give them that joy. But just random ramblings. But yeah, so I'll end it with that. Um, Once again, if you guys have any questions of anything, if you guys want to get into trucking or the testing or whatever, you guys can ask me. I don't know why I kept this on this long. uh, but yeah, so yeah, once again, if you guys have any questions or anything, feel free to let me know. And this has been vlog number 3. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.